CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. Early this morning, the UCP passed legislation impacting transgender Albertans. And once again, the government used the notwithstanding clause and limited debate to push the bill through.
Alberta's Children's Statutes Amendment Act 2025 is now read a third time.
The bill confirms the government's intention to use the notwithstanding clause to shield 3 current laws affecting transgender people from legal challenges. These laws will police names and pronouns in schools, ban transgender girls from participating in amateur female sports, and restrict gender-affirming health care for youth under 16. An LGBTQ advocacy group is midway through a court case against the province right now and vows to continue its work to fight the UCP policies.
The court has so far agreed with us that the policies in question would cause irreparable harm to young people in the province. So what it says to me is that the Premier doesn't actually believe that there is evidence to support her case in court.
This is the 4th time the UCP has used the notwithstanding clause in the past 2 months. Elections Alberta has officially approved signature gathering for 3 more recall petitions, including one targeting the Premier. In a statement to Elections Alberta, the person behind the petition says Danielle Smith does not live in the Brooks Medicine Hat riding and has shown little effort to understand the people she was elected to represent. In response, the Premier's letter notes several infrastructure projects approved in her riding, while also saying she routinely hosts town hall meetings across the riding. The recall petition requires just over 12,000 signatures to be successful. Signature gathering is also approved for Rebecca Schulz and Nate Glubish. And the province made a last-minute change to its bill about citizen-initiated referendums. A new rule required the chief electoral officer to get direction from the justice minister about whether proposals are similar to those put forward in the past 5 years. Gordon McClure pointed out it could harm the trust Albertans have in the independence of Elections Alberta. The justice minister has removed that requirement. Independent MLA Peter Guthrie says he's taken over as leader of the Alberta Party. Over the summer, Guthrie and fellow former UCP MLA Scott Sinclair announced their intentions to join the Alberta Party and rebrand as the Progressive Conservatives. Premier Smith and the UCP have pushed back with legislation that restricts names political parties can use in Alberta, including Conservative. A man has died after a shooting in southeast Calgary. It happened just after midnight on 20th Street. Police say they found the man dead beside his vehicle. Investigators believe this was a targeted shooting, but aren't sure about motive yet. Police say a vehicle believed to be connected to the shooting was found abandoned. So far, 3 people have been taken into custody. Residents at a retirement complex sheltered in place during a fire in Mission this morning. It started on the 4th floor, and the sprinkler system got it under control by the time firefighters arrived. A resident who also tried to put it out was assessed by paramedics. They determined the person did not need to go to hospital. Several units have water damage. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Alberta's government hopes to expand the province's tourism industry by designating 3 ski hills as all-season resort areas. Castle, Fortress, and Nikiska will be classified as all-season resorts. In addition to skiing and snowboarding, the resorts will be able to upgrade their facilities and appeal to tourists in the summer, too. Alberta's tourism minister says they can offer a number of recreational opportunities outside of ski season.
We're expecting to also see hiking, mountain biking, zip lining, authentic Indigenous opportunities as well.
The province says over the next decade, the 3 resorts have the potential to generate $4 billion in visitor spending. Banff Council took a step forward yesterday in its plans to reduce the number of elk being struck and killed by trains in the town. Elk train collisions are high on a stretch of line adjacent to commercial properties along Eagle Crescent. According to Parks Canada, 42 elk have been killed along the 2-kilometer stretch between 2004 and 2025. Council is now considering thinning vegetation to create clearer sight lines for elk as trains approach. But officials say there would be some additional benefits from clearing the dense wooded area.
So the area proposed to be thinned is primarily a coniferous forest, one that is most likely to burn in the event of a wildfire. And so one of the benefits of this project would actually be to reduce the fuel load around our industrial district of Banff and reduce fire risk to those properties.
Banff Town Council voted in favor of the project moving ahead, contingent on a funding collaboration with Parks Canada. The project would cost $20,000 every 5 years, starting in 2027. We've reached out to Parks Canada for comment, but have not yet heard back. Several community groups are reminding Calgarians about the importance of connection during the holidays. In the past 8 years, the Canadian greeting cards market has shrunk by more than half as people transition to paperless substitutes. That's had an impact on many older adults. So Korea, a Calgary social impact agency, created Sending Season's Greetings to Seniors. Cards can be dropped off at its offices until December 19th.
We really identified that some things in the community were disrupting folks accessing Christmas cards, such as the postal strike. And we know that in the Calgary community, seniors are some of the fastest growing populations and also some of the most vulnerable. So we've established this incredible campaign to bring a little bit of holiday joy into the hands and homes of individuals who might be isolated this holiday season.
If you're feeling overwhelmed or isolated this holiday season, the Calgary Distress Centre's crisis line is available to text or call 24/7. The center's Keep Human Connection Alive donation campaign helps ensure every call, text, and chat is met with a real person who can listen. A very special Tuesday at the Children's Hospital as members of the Calgary Flames dropped in to visit some patients.
My son Easton's unfortunately battling brain cancer, going on 2.5 years, and so it's a long battle, a lot of trips to the hospital. So to have this as a surprise just really brings us joy in what is usually kind of, unfortunately, part of our routine life.
The players put their sticks and skates aside yesterday and picked up craft items to make Christmas ornaments with the kids. It was an opportunity for these young patients to have some fun during an especially challenging time. Members of the Stampeders, Roughnecks, and Flames alumni also visited the hospital. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online at ctvnewscalgary.ca.